All right, what's going on, guys? Tremaine here. So, you see me taking a loss here, and this is footage from earlier in the stream. And that trade prior was a break even. I went short 7 contracts, got stopped at break even. Then my next entry short, it was just a re-entry using reduced risk. So, only going in with 5 contracts there. So, on the day, I'm 1 break even and 1 loss. So, I'm looking at this breaker. I sifted through the markets, noticed we had SMT. I noticed that Dow and ES were looking bullish, dollar index is looking heavy to the downside, and we've already reached our sell side objectives. So I'm going long using this bullish breaker. My stop loss is underneath that candlestick's low with the fair value gap. And this was a great stream as far as the Discord members got to see me take a loss. And I just sent a message out to them that discipline and risk management is sort of the heartbeat of our Discord server. That's what I always preach. You see me outlining a 1-minute fair value gap there with the order block. And I'm talking them through this trade, looking for the first presented fair value gap as a draw. Nice expansion there. And I'm highlighting this inversion fair value gap. I'm telling them that I want to see us get above that and use it as support. Trailing my stop there. But as I was saying, risk management and discipline is kind of what we preach in the Discord server. So I'm glad that, the crew got to see me lose, had a break-even trade and a loss, and they experienced me real-time kind of trying to find my footing, just get on the right side of the market and mitigate that previous loss using reduced risk. Nobody went on tilt. It wasn't emotional. It was just reanalyze, refocus, browse through the markets. What did you miss? And execute with lower leverage and mitigate that previous loss. So we're above that inversion fair value gap now. I'm telling the gang that I would want us to work higher from here. And my stop loss is beneath the lower half of that new day opening gap. So it's safe down there. You see me outlining the upper half of the new day opening gap and the inversion fair value gap. So I'm looking for support there. Just kind of justifying why my stop loss is safe at break even. And so I'm long 5 contracts. I'm taking 4 off at the first presented fair value gap. And I have my best case scenario exit at our current new day opening gap up there at around 19,570. All right, TradingView did some weird stuff. It took off my limit order. Like, I don't know what was going on. You're going to see it here in a little bit, but here I'm going to talk about the fair value gap in the order block. I explained to them why I don't expect that low to be taken out. You're going to see me point to it here in just a little bit. So there's the down close candle, and there's that swing low. So I'm telling them that if the trade is good, if we're still likely to go higher, then we should not see that low taken out. And I'm watching that opening price of that down close candle there. That should send us higher. And then watch the foolishness they pull with my sell limit. I don't know, like it just canceled. And if I wasn't locked in, if I wasn't looking at the chart, or if I stepped away for a second, I would have missed my opportunity to take a partial. So I just go ahead and do it manually there with a limit order. So now I'm pretty much all out of my position except for 1 micro, locking in a little bit more profit. And now I'm drawing out that first presented. I would want it to be used as support. Highlighting that order block that we talked about and the reasons for that move causing an expansion. And then you're going to see me in the next few minutes do some Fibonacci stuff and projections and quadrants. I'm not going to get into all of that in the recap. I was just teaching them some things as far as what I look at when it comes to targeting and when I like to partial and everything. Event horizon is what I'm telling them about. The recording today is in 1080p because I forgot to actually record while I was taking the trade live. So I had to go on YouTube and get like the live stream recording, and it doesn't let me pull off the recording in 4K. So we stream in 4K, but if I'm not recording the actual stream, then I have to get the footage off of YouTube, and I can only pull it off in 1080p. So that's kind of irritating. But We'll make it work. So you're going to see me talk about these 2 down close candles, and you see I'm saying that I want us to work higher from there. I'm telling everybody watching that that's kind of like my last line of defense for higher prices. I wouldn't be interested in seeing anything past that. And then you see me doing some targeting and teaching them some things about how I like to, or when I like to see speed and whatnot. I was a little long-winded in all of this, so I just don't feel like going over all of that. But order block, take the high, the 2 consecutive down close candles, and you see the body's respecting it. And my stop loss is safe underneath that swing low, right underneath the order block. This week has been good. I think it was better than last week. This week has just been a lot of, for me personally, like I've had winning trades, but I've cut them early because I didn't want to sit in the consolidation or the deeper tracements. So I think Monday or Tuesday, I can't remember which day, I was in a trade and I just cut it early because it was consolidating. The original stop loss was never hit, and the TP ended up getting hit, but I bailed out on it just because NASDAQ was just stalling too much. And then that was the case yesterday as far as I just bailed out on the trade early. Deeper tracements, it's just not something I wanted to hold. But yesterday, original stop loss wasn't hit, targets hit, runners hit. I just bailed out on it early. And then today you see me getting a loss, a break even, and finally recouping that here. So we're getting nice expansion. You see the bodies respecting that order block. That's just as we outlined. And then here is the foolishness. Oh, man. My limit order is set at 19,570.5. The high of that candle formed exactly at 19,570.5. So my last runner was hit literally to the tick. But, of course, we all know you have to account for the spread. And I'm probably spoiling it for y'all. I got to stop doing that. I did that last time, but that limit order does not get filled. So still locking in about 50 points in profit. I gave up about an extra 70 with me not getting that fill, but it's okay. And here I'm just walking them through the reasons for that expansion and what I wanted to see. The order block. Drawing it through. Just teaching points all throughout here. This was a great stream. The streams where you win and it's kind of just like one and done, winning trade, log off. Those days are great. I love those days. Those are my favorite days when it's just one shot, one kill, done for the day. But these streams right here, especially for people in the server who are a little bit like they're not profitable yet, they're still finding their way. I love taking a loss and having them watch me maintain my emotions, not go on tilt, not be quick to jump in and do something else. So whenever I take a loss on stream, I always see that as a good opportunity to, for one, be an example. This is how you step back, reanalyze. What did you miss? What is the reasoning for that loss? Okay, let's go back in, refocus with lower risk. We don't go in with the same leverage after taking a loss. We cut our risk by a few contracts or just cut it in half, and then you focus. And then there you see my stop there. So great stream, very insightful, a lot of educational value in here. Hopefully y'all here on YouTube think the same. And Discord members, we're back here same time tomorrow at 9:30. Love y'all. Peace.